There have been more powerful Audi S6 models in the Ingolstadt brand's history, but never one boasting as much as 700 Newton meters of pulling power. This 5th generation Type 4K series car, introduced in 2019, gets that courtesy of a torque-rich V6 TDI engine. Yes, for the first time in an S6, there's diesel power, and it's the only option. Audi promises that this black pump-fueled unit fully delivers on the promise of the red rhombus-backed S badge, but is also in it for the long haul. We'll see. The 3-litre V6 TDI engine used here with its electrically powered compressor is basically the same unit originally introduced in Audi's SQ7 large SUV, but has been embellished here with a 48-volt electrical system, which has taken the power plant's total power output to 350 horsepower. All of those braked horses are transmitted via an 8-speed Tiptronic automatic transmission to the car's quattro all-wheel drive system. The electrically powered compressor is the major reason for this S6 model's sterling performance. 62 miles an hour from rest takes just 5 seconds in the saloon model, which is virtually the same as was achieved by the far more powerful 4-litre petrol V8 of the previous generation design. And you get that performance here with far more pulling power this time round, thanks to dual supercharging that sees the electrically powered compressor working in tandem with the exhaust turbocharger and producing 700 Newton meters of torque. You won't be considering an Audi S6 if you want to shout about your performance pretensions. This silver horizontal lower splitter creates an enormous feeling of width at the front, linking the 2 air inlets and ending with the 2 winglets at the air ducts. As with other A6 variants, piercing LED headlamps flank the wide single-frame grille. Side on, you'll notice these big 20-inch wheels with their S-specific design. The cabin is as well appointed as you'd expect from a range-topping A6 model, with beautiful monogrammed leather sports seats and an S-specific graphic layout for the standard-fit Audi Virtual Cockpit Instrument Binnacle digital display, which here features a central rev counter. As usual with A6s, there's a twin-screen infotainment setup on the centre stack, the upper screen primarily dealing with media features, the lower one primarily dealing with climate control. The back seat offers reasonable space for 3 adults, but much more comfortable room for 2, and you get a fold-down centre armrest with storage and cup holders. There's a fairly high centre transmission tunnel, but you can have 4-zone climate control. Out back in this saloon model, there's a 530-litre boot. If that's not enough, the alternative Avant Estate variant gives you 565 litres. Either way, there's a 40-20-40 split-folding seat back if you want to extend the space. It's tempting to dismiss this S6 on a number of grounds. For Audi owners, it's not as agile as an S4 that would save you plenty, and it's not as fast as the kind of RS6 that wouldn't cost that much more. And that's before you even start to think about the talented opposition. But as soon as you do, you begin to realise that within its little market niche, this car is something quite special. It's also a very clever contender indeed. Over 35 miles to the gallon from a car that, de-restricted, would probably reach well over 180 miles an hour. And at the same time, pulling power that would embarrass most of this model's powerful petrol engine rivals. So what if an RS6 is faster, or an M5 or an E63 come to that? This, in contrast, is the stealth bomber of the executive segment, the car that creeps in under the radar. The only one in its sector with diesel drive, and the only one with Audi's S-inspired ring of confidence. 4 rings, in fact.